as popular as vampires are, it's somewhat surprising that there aren't more video games that let you play as one. Vampires are supernatural beings with fantastic abilities and a need to feed on the living, which would presumably provide countless gameplay options. Plus, vampires are cool. The games in this video are the best vampire games available. Not every game lets you play completely as a vampire. Some of these games do not involve the main elements of vampirism, however, they allow you to play as a vampire in at least some way. Set in an alternate version of the Wild West, Evil West thrusts players into a world where cowboys and outlaws must contend with demonic forces threatening to overrun the frontier. The protagonist, a rugged gunslinger armed with an array of weapons and mystical abilities, is tasked with confronting these nightmarish creatures. The game's gripping narrative unfolds against the backdrop of a dark, atmospheric setting, blending fast-paced action with strategic combat. Players will navigate treacherous landscapes, uncover ancient secrets, and face formidable adversaries, making every encounter a test of skill and resolve. The richly detailed environments and immersive storytelling ensure that Evil West is not just a fight for survival but a quest to save the very soul of the Wild West. Darkwatch immerses players in a unique blend of horror and Western genres, following the story of Jericho Cross, an outlaw who is turned into a vampire after a botched train robbery. Now part of the Darkwatch, an ancient order dedicated to fighting supernatural threats, Jericho must use his newfound vampiric powers to battle against an army of undead and demonic creatures. The game's first-person shooter mechanics are enhanced by Jericho's supernatural abilities, allowing for thrilling and dynamic combat scenarios. Set in a richly detailed world that combines the eerie atmosphere of gothic horror with the rugged landscapes of the Old West, Darkwatch offers an unforgettable experience that challenges players to embrace their inner darkness to fight against the ultimate evil. During the eerie festivities of Pyre Night in New Moray, Infamous 2, Festival of Blood presents a standalone adventure where the series protagonist, Cole McGrath, is transformed into a vampire. This electrifying expansion explores the darker aspects of Cole's powers as he navigates through a city overrun by vampire hordes. With a limited time to defeat the Vampire Queen and prevent the curse from becoming permanent, players must master new vampiric abilities that enhance Cole's already formidable skill set. The game's atmospheric setting, combined with its intense combat and engaging narrative, offers a thrilling experience that adds a supernatural twist to the Infamous universe. The SKYRIM Dawnguard expansion enriches the already expansive world of Skyrim by introducing a new threat in the form of the vampire lord Harkon, who seeks to use the power of an Elder Scroll to shroud the world in eternal darkness. Players can choose to join the Dawnguard, a dedicated group of vampire hunters, or align with Harkon's vampire clan, each path offering unique quests, abilities, and storylines. The expansion features new weapons, such as crossbows, and new powers, including the ability to transform into a vampire lord. The richly detailed environments, from ancient fortresses to dark, eerie caves, enhance the game's immersive experience, offering players a deeper dive into the lore and conflicts of the Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Renowned for its groundbreaking gameplay and atmospheric design, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night revolutionized the action-adventure genre with its non-linear exploration and intricate level design. Players take on the role of Alucard, the son of Dracula, who awakens from his slumber to investigate the sudden reappearance of his father's castle. The game masterfully blends platforming, RPG elements, and combat, allowing players to unlock new abilities and weapons as they progress through the castle's labyrinthine halls. The hauntingly beautiful soundtrack and detailed gothic visuals create an immersive experience that has cemented Symphony of the Night as a timeless classic, offering a deep and engaging journey into the heart of Dracula's domain. In Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2, players assume the role of Dracula, who awakens in the modern era weakened and seeking to regain his powers. The game's narrative weaves a tale of redemption and revenge as Dracula confronts both old enemies and new threats. The combat system is rich and complex, allowing players to utilize a variety of weapons and supernatural abilities to defeat their foes. The open-world design of the game provides a seamless blend of exploration and action, with richly detailed environments that range from gothic castles to contemporary urban landscapes. The deep, character-driven story and immersive gameplay mechanics make Lords of Shadow 2 a compelling entry in the Castlevania series, offering a fresh perspective on the legendary vampire. transporting players to the year 2035. Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow follows the story of Soma Cruz, a young student who discovers that he is the reincarnation of Dracula. As he navigates the treacherous halls of Dracula's castle, Soma must harness the powers of the souls he defeats, gaining new abilities and weapons. This game stands out for its innovative soul system, which allows for a high degree of customization and strategy in combat. The engaging storyline, combined with the game's intricate level design and atmospheric music, creates a deeply immersive experience. Aria of Sorrow is celebrated for its blend of classic Castlevania elements with fresh, innovative mechanics, making it a standout title in the series. Set 3 years after the events of Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Curse of Darkness follows Hector, a former Devil Forge master who seeks vengeance against his former comrade Isaac. This action-adventure game introduces the unique Innocent Devil system, where Hector can summon and evolve creatures to aid him in battle. The game features a rich narrative that delves into themes of betrayal, redemption, and the struggle between good and evil. The detailed environments and diverse enemy designs enhance the gameplay experience, offering a variety of challenges and puzzles. Curse of Darkness combines deep combat mechanics with a compelling story, making it a memorable addition to the Castlevania franchise. Vampyr immerses players in the dark and atmospheric world of post-World War I London, where they assume the role of Dr. Jonathan Reed, a newly turned vampire. As a physician, Reed is torn between his Hippocratic oath and his newfound bloodthirsty nature. The game features a deep narrative that explores themes of morality, humanity, and the consequences of one's choices. Players must navigate a city plagued by disease and corruption, using a combination of supernatural abilities and traditional combat to uncover the mysteries of their condition. The choices players make significantly impact the game's outcome, affecting the lives of the citizens Reed encounters. Vampyr offers a unique blend of action, RPG mechanics, and narrative depth, creating an engaging and thought-provoking experience. BloodRayne introduces players to Rain, a half-human, half-vampire damper working for the Brimstone Society to hunt down supernatural threats. Set during the 1930s, the game takes players on a journey across various global locations, battling Nazis and ancient creatures. Rain's unique abilities, such as feeding on enemies to restore health and using her agility to perform acrobatic feats, set the stage for intense and visceral combat. The game's dark, atmospheric visuals and fast-paced action create an immersive experience that combines elements of horror and adventure. BloodRayne stands out for its strong protagonist and engaging gameplay, offering a thrilling ride through a world of blood and shadows. Continuing the saga of Rain, BloodRayne 2 sees the damper protagonist on a mission to thwart her vampiric siblings' plans to enslave humanity. Set in a more modern era, the game introduces enhanced combat mechanics and new powers, allowing Rain to unleash devastating attacks on her enemies. The narrative delves deeper into Rain's personal vendetta, exploring themes of family, power, and revenge. The game's stylish presentation, with its fluid combat and dynamic environments, provides a visually striking and action-packed experience. BloodRayne 2 builds upon the foundation of its predecessor, delivering a compelling and adrenaline-fueled adventure. BloodRayne, Betrayal takes a departure from the series' 3D roots, offering a 2D side-scrolling action game that retains the franchise's signature style and intensity. Rain battles through hordes of enemies in beautifully hand-drawn environments, utilizing her agility and vampiric abilities in fast-paced combat. The game's challenging platforming sections and boss fights require precise timing and skill, creating a rewarding experience for players. The combination of stylish visuals, intense gameplay, and a hauntingly atmospheric soundtrack makes BloodRayne, Betrayal a standout entry in the series, offering a fresh and engaging take on the BloodRayne mythos. Vampyr Dynasty plunges players into a dark and opulent world where ancient vampire clans vie for supremacy. This RPG offers a rich narrative filled with political intrigue, betrayal, and power struggles. Players can customize their vampire character, choosing from various abilities and powers to shape their playstyle. The game's strategic combat system requires careful planning and tactical decision-making as players navigate a world filled with danger and mystery. The atmospheric environments, detailed character designs, and deep lore create an immersive experience that captivates players and draws them into the shadowy world of the vampire elite. Set in the atmospheric and seedy underbelly of modern-day Seattle, Vampyr, the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 continues the legacy of its predecessor with a rich narrative and complex characters. Players take on the role of a newly turned vampire, navigating the intricate politics and dangerous streets of the vampire society. The game features deep character customization, allowing players to define their vampire's abilities, skills, and affiliations with different vampire clans. The narrative unfolds through branching dialogue options and consequential choices that shape the world and characters around them. As players navigate the dark alleys and opulent clubs of Seattle, they encounter a diverse cast of vampires, humans, and other supernatural beings, each with their own agendas and secrets. The game's deep role-playing mechanics, combined with its immersive atmosphere and narrative depth, create an engaging experience that challenges players to navigate the complex web of vampire politics while uncovering the city's dark mysteries. Until Dawn is an interactive horror game that follows a group of friends trapped on a remote mountain, where they are stalked by a mysterious killer. Players make choices that affect the outcome of the story, leading to multiple possible endings. The game's cinematic presentation, tense atmosphere, and branching narrative create a gripping experience that keeps players on the edge of their seats. In Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, players control Raziel, a vampire-turned-wraith seeking revenge against his former master, Kain. This action-adventure game features a richly detailed world, deep lore, and complex puzzles. Raziel's ability to shift between the material and spectral realms adds a unique twist to the gameplay, creating a haunting and memorable experience. Vampyr, the Masquerade, Bloodhunt is a battle royale game set in a world of darkness, where players take on the role of vampires fighting for dominance. The game combines fast-paced combat with supernatural abilities, allowing players to outmaneuver and outfight their rivals. The atmospheric urban setting and dynamic gameplay make for a thrilling and competitive experience. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, Code Vein is an action RPG where players control a revenant, a vampire-like being with supernatural abilities. The game features deep character customization, challenging combat, and a rich, interconnected world. Players must explore the ruins of a fallen society, battling powerful enemies and uncovering the secrets of their own existence. Bloodlust 2, Nemesis is an action RPG that immerses players in a dark, gothic world filled with vampires, werewolves, and other supernatural creatures. Players create their own vampire character, exploring dungeons, battling enemies, and uncovering a deep narrative filled with mystery and intrigue. The game's non-linear progression and rich customization options offer a unique and engaging experience. In V Rising, players awaken as a weakened vampire and must rebuild their strength by hunting for blood and gathering resources. This survival game combines base building, exploration, and combat as players establish their domain and fend off threats. The game's atmospheric world and dynamic gameplay create a compelling experience for fans of both survival and vampire genres. Vampyr's Dawn 3 continues the epic saga of blood, betrayal, and dark magic. Players control a vampire lord navigating a world filled with political intrigue and ancient mysteries. The game features turn-based combat, deep character development, and a rich narrative that expands on the lore of the series. The atmospheric presentation and engaging storyline make for a captivating RPG experience. In Vampyre's Fall, Origins, players assume the role of a newly turned vampire in a dark fantasy world. This open-world RPG offers deep character customization, turn-based combat, and a rich, branching narrative. Players must navigate a world filled with danger and intrigue, making choices that shape their destiny and uncovering the secrets of their vampiric lineage. The Sinking City 2 plunges players back into the hauntingly atmospheric world of Oakmont, a city plagued by supernatural horrors and rising waters. This action-adventure game blends Lovecraftian horror with detective elements as players unravel dark mysteries and confront eldritch abominations. The immersive narrative and richly detailed world create a deeply engaging experience. Join the legendary monster hunter in Van Helsing, the Lightmaker, an action RPG that pits players against hordes of supernatural creatures. The game features fast-paced combat, a deep skill tree, and a compelling narrative that explores the origins of Van Helsing's quest. The atmospheric setting and challenging gameplay make for an exhilarating adventure through a world of dark magic and horror. In Bloody Hell Hotel, players manage a haunted hotel filled with eccentric guests and dark secrets. This simulation game combines elements of management, mystery, and horror as players renovate the hotel, interact with guests, and uncover the building's sinister past. The game's unique blend of genres and engaging storyline create a captivating and eerie experience. Redemption of the Damned is an action RPG that follows a fallen knight seeking redemption in a world overrun by darkness. Players battle hordes of undead and demonic foes, using a combination of melee combat and magical abilities. The game's rich lore, atmospheric world, and challenging gameplay create an immersive and thrilling experience. The Witcher 3 follows Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter on a quest to find his adopted daughter. This open-world RPG offers a vast, richly detailed world filled with complex characters, moral choices, and challenging combat. The game's deep narrative and immersive gameplay make it a standout title in the RPG genre, offering an unforgettable journey through a dark and magical world. In Legacy of Kain, Defiance, players control both Kain and Raziel, switching between the two protagonists as they navigate a world of dark magic and ancient prophecies. The game features fast-paced combat, intricate puzzles, and a deep, intertwined storyline that explores themes of fate and redemption. The richly detailed environments and engaging narrative make for a compelling and atmospheric adventure. Skyrim offers players a vast, open-world adventure set in the frozen province of Tamriel. As the Dragonborn, players must harness their unique powers to combat the return of dragons and save the world from destruction. The game features deep character customization, a rich narrative, and an expansive world filled with quests, dungeons, and secrets. The immersive gameplay and detailed world make Skyrim a beloved classic in the RPG genre. In Blood Omen 2, Legacy of Kain, players control Kain, a vampire lord seeking to reclaim his throne in a world of dark magic and political intrigue. This action-adventure game features deep combat mechanics, a rich narrative, and atmospheric environments. Players must navigate a world filled with enemies and allies, uncovering secrets and battling powerful foes in their quest for power. The incredible adventures of Van Helsing follows the son of the legendary monster hunter as he battles supernatural forces in a dark, gothic world. This action RPG features fast-paced combat, deep character customization, and a compelling narrative filled with humor and intrigue. The game's rich atmosphere and engaging gameplay make for an enjoyable and thrilling adventure through a world of magic and monsters. So, did you like the games I recommended? So leave your like, subscribe to the channel to follow me, and activate the bell because I post a lot of videos on this channel and you can't miss it. Thank you very much for following me this far, and until next time, bye.